There we go. That's gonna do it. Awesome. It's like almost 30 years old. Nah, maybe not 30. Actually, no, you might be right about that. You're actually pretty close to that. So I'm just gonna have like the main stuff on the big screen. Small stuff doesn't really matter. It's more inventory, but I was gonna play the original, but I would need an N64 for that because my collector's disc is missing. Also because I hear aiming on the N64 controller is a lot better. Oh, hey, it's an old save file from 2017. Wow. Trust me, I actually have finished this game before. I think I restarted my save. File 3, why not? I should finish that save file. No thanks. Nah, it's fine. I'll finish it on my own time. Seen the kid portion too many times. Yeah, but I like to start from the beginning, so we can just keep going with it. Also, I'm going to try and get the rabbit a little bit more in frame. I'm just going to scoot a little bit this way. Move it a little bit this way, even though it's completely blown out by the fact that it is, like, the light's right on it. Okay. Wait, call myself... Lonk? Isn't there, like, a meme with that one? You know what? I'm down with that. We'll do it. We're gonna go by Lonk. All in caps. Oh my gosh, really? Bizarre how many people call this the best game of all time, isn't it? No, not really. I can understand why. It's a really good game. Wasn't it like, oh, his name's Long, he's from Pennsylvania or something like that? I know it's something close to that. Oh, whoops. Did not mean for... Well, did not mean to click that again. I'm moving my OBS window. I think I've played this game... I don't know how many times, but... Can't wait to see how I do. It's probably not going to be that well. And I'll be completely honest, I actually did want to play Ocarina of Time just because my friends are going to be doing a race on the randomized version. And I've actually been asking them about EverDrives for the N64 because I might want to do randomizer myself. Yeah, it kind of puts me in that vibe. I actually been like on a Mega Man X kick as well. Like I've been wanting to play Mega Man X games, so I kind of played the first one and the third one today. Like, Navi, Navi, where art thou? Come hither. That always sounds weird. Like the old-timey speak. There's an option to have the door time always open. In randomizers, I believe there is. In case you can't get all spiritual stones. Yeah, my friends have those open. Or have those like, turned on. Because they just switch back and forth. Dost thou sent it? The climate of evil descending upon this realm. Malevolent forces, even now, are mustering to attack our land of Hyrule. For so long, the Kokiri Forest, the source of life, has stood as a barrier, deterring outsiders and maintaining the order of the world. But before this tremendous evil, even my power is as nothing. It seems as the time has come for the boy without a fairy to begin his journey. The youth whose destiny is to lead Hyrule to the path of justice and truth. Navi, go now, find our young friend and guide him to me. I do not have much time left. Fly, Navi, fly. The fate of the forest, nay, the world, depends upon thee. RTC for Animal Forest, USB ports. And convenient saves. Whether or not that's worth another 76 is another question. Yeah, I right now I just think it's a little too expensive for me. Maybe sometime down the line I'll probably do it, but the biggest reason that I wanted to start streaming off of like an actual N64 is for Super Mario 64, because for those who don't know, I actually do 16-star runs. And I could do more of those, you know? Like, I'd like to get back into it, and I'd like to use authentic hardware, so... I mean, it'd be fun to use. Emulators are banned for leaderboards. No, they have their own category. I think. Lonk, wake up. The Great Deku Tree wants to talk to you, Lonk. Get up! What's with you lazy people from Pennsylvania? Get up! Can Hyrule's destiny really depend on such a lazy boy? Oh, you speedrun Odyssey. Nice. Finally woke up. I'm Navi the Fairy. The Great Deku Tree has asked me to be your partner from now on. Nice to meet you. I love the name. Let's go. It's funny because when I see Ocarina of Time in this, it's always like weird. Like, to me, it still looks weird seeing it run this smooth. This might be good, but boy, I surely disagree with the best game of all time. I've never played a game that I would call the best game of them all. Okay. I mean, that's fair. World record for this game is like 10 minutes. Oh, screw that. I currently have a PB of 102.43. Neat. Yeah, that's right. Got a fairy. Fairy came to you, Lonk. Wow, that's great news. I'm so happy for you. Now you're a true Kokiri, Lonk. That right. The Great Deku Tree has summoned you. It's quite an honor to talk to the Great Deku Tree. I'll wait for you here. Get going. Go see the Great Deku Tree. Alright. 3DS broke, so I dumped my game ROM and used Citra. Yeah, I think Jay's reviews told me about using Citra, and it's like... I like using authentic hardware. Also because he had no choice but to use it at the time because capture boards were gone. They're back on sale, like 2DS capture boards. So you can always invest in that, but it's like... Are you willing to pay like the near $300 for that kind of thing? Yeah, new 2DS XL capture boards are in, so you could technically get it from there, but still pricey. Wrong room. I'm gonna buy that right now. And also, the benefit of new 2DS XL is the fact that you have new 2DS and Super Nintendo games accessible. So if you want to ever play anything on that, you know, that's open to you. This is also a heart. Oh no, it's money. Sweet. Need 20 more. Always wanted to stream 3DS on authentic hardware. It's pretty cool, but it also gets, you know, a little wire heavy. The USB for this, because it's basically a Katsukity board, the USB, or the micro USB for it, is good for video, but video and audio together is not great because you will get a stutter with the audio. I think some of my older streams from last year had that when I used my 3DS like almost every week. So I would recommend getting an audio cable for it as well. Needs an official CTR dev kit with... That would be nice to have, but that's also probably even pricier than anything else. Yeah, there are advantages. I would love to use... Like, I wish my laptop was powerful enough to run some of the things on Citra. Like, Majora's Mask has the, has like a texture pack, and I would love to play that and do that. Exactly. Money and hard to find. I'm gonna go to gear. That's why I have the, like, the map. That's why I have it so small. I don't really think it's that necessary to keep it large or anything. It's not a lot of useful information. Saved up for a PC. My PC has an RTX 2070 Super, so I emulate a lot of stuff to run smoothly. Yes, Gerbil, I know you have the Nitro emulator. That is legitimately one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Like, that's a flex, but that's still legitimately cool. I'm jealous. I'm legitimately jealous because I would love one of those. I wonder how much money it might be in euros because I'm not from the US. You would have to convert that. Unfortunately, I don't have all the answers yet. I probably never will. Does not emulate save ROM, so I need a cartridge with a matching save memory type. Oh, but I plan on buying a PC. I need to save up for one, only because my laptop is pretty old. By that I mean I've had it since like 2016. It's got a GTX 1060 mobile and a i7 6700 HQ. So I can do 720p 60 content just fine. It's just that I'd like to start moving up to 1080p and also be able to run more demanding games because, well, since I know we make similar content. Oh, you're gonna do a dev kit panel? Sweet. Hopefully, all of this stuff can, yeah. Hopefully, we can get back to like a little bit of normalcy, just so that way things like MagFest can happen. Even considering like some of the stuff that was okay. Let's take a picture over here. Like that would be cool. I legitimately am still kicking myself for the one time I couldn't go to PAX with Dave and Dylan. In the market for the PC. Let me know in DMs because I can help. I'll be sure to DM you because there are things that I do need to. There are things I would like to know. I'm not very well educated when it comes to PCs. So, yeah. If a fairy flies near a person or a thing, press L to look. And then also L targeting. I'm aware of L targeting. Have meme run installed on your Wii U cat dev. In the museum, seeing them is nice, but actually using them is better. Yeah, the idea of actually using a dev kit is pretty cool. I don't know why I'm not into Zelda despite wanting to play more of the games. I would say, like, if you have the Switch and you have Nintendo Switch Online, go for A Link to the Past. Or if you have Breath of the Wild, try that. You know, I would say look around, see what games are available, and just try them out. Oh, this kid. You have a Deku Shield? And what's that? You have a Kokiri Sword? Good grief. What is this? Peanuts? Well, even with that stuff, a wimp is still a wimp. I, the Great Mido, will never accept you as one of us. Shoot, how did you get to be the favorite of Saria and the Great Deku Tree? Huh? Yeah, you better grumble and walk your ass off that way. Little shit. I would love to see Ocarina of Time get a port to the Switch. Actually, what if they did Ocarina of Time and 3D? Like, they put them together on one version so that way you have, like, both versions of the game. Oh, yeah, the original Link to the Past? Sweet. Still have my copy. And also have a Super Nintendo Classic and a the Nintendo Switch Online, so awesome. Let's talk to an adult. Wah, 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 wah. Yeah, the originals and the remakes in a bundle. That'd be pretty sweet. Oh, Navi, thou hast returned. Lunk, welcome. Listen carefully to what I, the Great Deku Tree, am about to tell thee. Thy slumber these past moons have been restless and full of nightmares. As the servants of evil gain strength, a vile climate pervades the land and causes nightmares to those sensitive to it. Verily, thou hast felt it. Lunk, the time has come to test thy courage. I have been cursed. I need thee to break the curse with thy wisdom and courage. Dost thou have the courage enough to undertake this task? Then enter, brave Lunk, and thou too, Navi. Navi the fairy. Thou must aid Lunk, and Lunk, when Navi speaks. Yeah. That's all I had to say to that. You're gonna talk like Charlie Brown's teacher. Wait, so is that what everybody hears when they hear my videos? I start my videos like, hey everybody, I'm Frank of Knuckles channel. Everyone just hears wah 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 wah. I don't know if Twip is still in the chat, but DN. I should do that for April Fools. I am so down. Yep, we can climb up these. I would do that for April Fools. I think I had another idea for April Fools, but I completely forgot what it was. Oh, that just leads me to here. Okay. The Majora's Mask randomizer. I mean, that is a thing you can do. Like, I think, what was it, last week or something? I finished a Link to the Past randomizer, and that was actually pretty fun. Fake review of Mania, say why it's bad with fake reasons. I have an idea, but it's going to require a lot more work than what I should be putting into an April Fool's video, but I'm so down for it. Basically, like, just come up with, like, a fake script or something, and then have, like, on-camera segments. The entire time, I'm just going, wah, 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 wah. Doesn't have Mario. I mean, that is a pretty bad reason. That is a reason for a bad game. Just saying, every game could use a little bit of Mario. Oh, I'm stupid. What did I even do that for? Oh, so basically just hold up. Dressed like the teacher. I didn't even know the teachers dressed like anyone. Okay, so I'm actually going to put those right here and that right there. One time you open the chat, thank God it's a long shot. That's cool. Oh, that was pointless. Most reviewers is like, look, it's Mario, that's a good game. Wait, what does the game have to do with Mario? That sounds like a post about Balan Wonderworld. So if you were expecting this to mod 3DS games, like an Ocarina of Time 3D randomizer, does that even exist? Like, I was talking about that earlier. It's like, do 3D randomizer, the Ocarina of Time 3D randomizer, does that exist? Man, that gyro aiming is so satisfying. If so, that'd be really cool. Just don't know if I would mod my, I don't know if I would do, like, a, soft, like, firmware mod or something. Like, I know how to do it. It's easy. It just took me... It doesn't even take that long to do a soft, like, adding custom firmware to it. Oh, it is a thing. Cool. You know what? I'm actually going to check this. Wait a minute. Yeah, actually, you know what? I want to try and get the Skulltulas. I think... Oh, only child portion. Okay. Well, the Ocarina Ocarina of Time randomizer, like the one for N64, currently has like a lot of quality of life features that are in the 3DS version, or at least some of them. So, I mean, you could just play 3D randomizer, or not 3D, but the original, the randomizer for the N64. Oh. The end. Okay, you know what? If Morshu returns in the next Zelda game, I gotta be so hyped. My knowledge of Zelda is not that expansive, so I have no idea what... Like, I enjoy the games, but when it comes to lore, I tend to forget things. I do want to get the bigger wallets, so... Probably won't go for every, like, all the Skulltulas or anything. I'm just gonna get what I can. Damn, I was trying to, like, get him while he was spinning. Because I think you can. I've done it before. Oh, so one of the things, like, the reason I was talking about, like, EverDrives and stuff is because not only I want to do, like, randomizers, but also play, like, ROM hacks and stuff. I have never done that before. Vi, how you doing? Stop keep hearing the CD. Oh, the CDI games. Is that the one where, like, they had the more realistic one? That's creepy. You're exhausted? My boy. Yeah, I gotta start doing some homework, but I have a great stream. If you need any PC info, DM me. Of course. I'll be sure to, like, when I'm ready to start looking for one, or, you know, get an idea of what I would need for one, then, I'll be sure to hit you up. I think I can get this one right now. I just do this, and I go. And I go. And I run. Speed me up. Something. Okay, let me be more realistic about what I need to do. There we go. Been moving for the last 3 days, and everything is a mess, but we're finally getting settled in a new apartment. Awesome. Okay, so Vi, I was saying earlier that there's going to be no Sonic Saturday from me this week. Only because I'm joining a couple of my friends on a Ocarina of Time randomizer race. Like, they're going to be doing the race, and I'm going to be one of the commentators. Because, they want to have it where, like, they're not able to see the chat because they don't want people giving away spoilers for what's in it, because they're all playing on the same seed. So, they asked me and 3 others to be commentators for it, and it's either 3 or 4 others. But it's going to be cool. Lamp oil, ropes, bombs. You want it? It's yours, my friend, as long as you have enough rubies. Hey, Joker, how's it going? Yeah, it's gonna be great. So I'm not gonna be streaming that day. Instead, I'll be hosting the stream on. I don't know why I do that. Like, I'll be in the middle of a sentence, then I'll stop completely. Damn you, Deku Scrub! You're adopted. Yeah, I don't know why I keep doing that whenever I, like, commentate and then I stop. You'll never beat up my brothers ahead unless you punish them in the proper order. 2, 3, 1. 23 is number 1. Think I'm a traitor? No, I just think you're a huge Michael Jordan fanboy. Or LeBron James. Technically, this is 2011. Space Jam. True. I was actually watching that, like, I think a week ago. I still like watching it, even though now it's like the higher quality that they try broadcasting it in, the more you can see, like, all of the, like, the green screen. Or you can see, like, the little, like, shadow thing or whatever it is casted by Jordan. Like, it's kind of funny to see these days, but it's like, this was something that looked good at the time. Try to stream this weekend. Let's see if I can get my desk set up. All right. Watch Space Jam on VHS. Nice. I think I used to just watch it on whenever it come on TV. I don't know if I've seen it on VHS. Maybe I have. I've seen it enough times to... I don't know, I still enjoy it. What am I doing? Why I'm trying to attack with Y. This is what I get for playing a bunch of other games. Should get the DVD to watch in English if I want to. That'd be cool. I need to check and see if I even have it on DVD. If not, I'm getting me one. What's those things? Hear a different voice just voicing over the real actor. Yeah, it is a little weird, but I mean, you need to get their viewers to understand what they're saying. You just can't have subtitles all the time. Oh yeah, and Vi, one of the other things I mentioned is that the Super Frank Plays YouTube channel, I'm not posting to it anymore. I'm just gonna focus on main channel stuff. Also, so that way, like, all the stuff, like, social media stuff is consistent. Or, like, everything, like, the platforms I'm on, so it's consistent. Feels weird, like, having most of it be, like, Knuckles' channel, the other half of it being, like, Super Frank Plays. Two. Alright, there we go. In order to administer the coup de grace to Queen Goma, strike with your sword when she's stunned. Oh, Queenie. Sorry about that. Wish I could use the... the spinning. Wish I could use the S word, but that's banned. Opinions on the Sonic Prime TV series and Roger Craig Smith leaving VA, who I think would be a new Sonic VA. I actually did, I made like a whole video on it that is going to go up tomorrow, but I can talk about it now. It's a shame that Roger Craig Smith is going to be replaced with someone, but I think, you know, I mean, he got 10 years at it as Sonic, so I think that's pretty good. Sonic Prime TV series, the more and more I hear about it, the more optimistic I am about it. So I'm just looking forward to hearing more as time goes on. And then for the new Sonic VA, I've heard Ben Schwartz's name used or like mentioned. Not sure if they're going to go with him, but I wouldn't be opposed to the idea. I feel like he needs another role to kind of like either let us know whether or not, yes, he can sell us on the fact that he is Sonic, or let us know, hey, maybe they should go with someone else. There's also a little bit of speculation I made about the games, about a future game. So we'll see about that one. All right, let me actually fight the sucker. Hi. I don't want to be disappointed, so I keep my expectations really low. So I might as well just say this now. I think there's going to be a tie-in game, and I don't think it's coming out this year. It's going to come out next year. This year we'll probably get some kind of announcement. I'd be okay with Schwartz, though. I don't think Craig was ever really given the chance to truly shine as Sonic, but he's always too Sparky sounding for me. I feel like that's more of like the direction they gave him as opposed to like Roger Craig Smith being like doing it his way. I think it's more of like what he was directed to do. So it's a shame, but still, you got 10 years out of it, so I think that's pretty cool. Said the guy who voiced Ryuichi from Persona 5 is perfect for Sonic. I am not entirely sure. I've never seen much of Persona 5, so we'll see. Oh, speaking of Persona, I started playing Persona 4 Golden. Only about 2 hours? Yeah, 2 hours in, but I'm having a good time with it. I'll be playing more of it as I go along. I think this year, but online from what I've seen, more than likely. Well done, Lunk. Thou hast verily demonstrated thy courage. I don't know why I can't read today. I knew that thou wouldst be able to carry out my wishes. Now I have yet to tell thee, now I have yet more to tell thee. Wouldst thou listen? This is annoying to read. To read aloud, this text is obnoxious. Now listen carefully. A wicked man of the desert cast this dreadful curse upon me. The evil man ceaselessly uses his vile, sorcerous powers in search of the sacred realm that is connected to Hyrule. For it is that sacred realm that one will find the divine relic, the Triforce, which contains the essence of the gods. You know, in 3D, the 3D effect on this is crazy. Before time began, before spirits something. 3 golden goddesses descended upon the chaos that was Hyrule. Din, the goddess of power. Naru, the goddess of wisdom. Baro, the goddess of courage. Yeah, I don't think South by South... It'd be really cool to go in person, but that's not going to be a thing this year, if it does happen. The Zelda game without the Triforce. It was the first game I played on my 3DS, and it blew my mind. With her strong, flaming arm, she cultivated the land and created the Red Earth. I believe that was Din. Naru poured her wisdom onto the earth and gave the spirit of law to the world. He was just a really good lawyer. Baro, with her rich soul, produced all life forms who would uphold the law. Would I go to TwitchCon if it happened? Probably not. If it happens at some point this year, probably not. The 3 goddesses, oh god, they meet. And the golden sacred triangles remained at the point where... Geez, can this game, like, slow down with its text? Made 3 pieces of triangular cheese. Figure it out yourself. Googled it. I'm not doing dialogue anymore. This is like, this goes way too fast. Thou must never allow the desert man in black armor to lay his hands on the sacred Triforce. Thou must never suffer that man with his evil heart to enter the sacred realm of legend. That evil man who cast the death curse upon me and sapped my power. Because of that curse, my end is nigh. Though your valiant efforts to break the curse were successful, I was doomed before you started. Yes, I will pass away soon, but do not grieve for me. I've been able to tell you of these important matters. This is Hyrule's final hope. Lunk, go now to Hyrule Castle. There you will surely meet the Princess of Destiny. Take this stone with thee, the stone that man wanted so much he cast the curse upon me. Poor little Lunk is just like... So yeah, we got the, Bruh, I'm a kid. Don't worry, Lunk. She is too. You're placing a lot of trust into the youth. Kokiri Emerald is the spiritual stone of the forest, now trusted to you by the great Deku Tree. The future depends upon thee, Lunk. Thou art courageous. Shouldst thou ever lose the way, seek a vision of the path from the Sheikah stone that stands beside thy home. Navi the fairy, help Lunk to carry out my will. I entreat thee. Navi, goodbye. runningdeath.exe. Lonk's so funny. He's from Pennsylvania. Let's go to Hyrule Castle, Lonk. It's so sad that the tree doesn't know that he's dying. He knew he was dying. He said that he was doomed from the start. Goodbye, Deku Tree. So, is it a little too early and or sacrilege to talk about turning them into furniture? Is he gonna be a house for another kid? I mean, these are all like broken trees. Where did these trees come from? Hey, Lunk, what did you do? The Great Deku Tree? Did he die? How could you let a thing like that happen? It's all your fault. You know, I got this sword here, kid. I cut you up. Hey, I cut you up so bad, you're gonna wish I don't cut you up so bad. I mean, like, I have legitimate questions about... I mean, look at this. Look at all these trees. I mean, I'm actually really glad I could do this. Chop the child. What? Where are you going? To the castle? Where is the castle? We Kokiri will die if we leave the forest. You're not going to try to leave the forest, are you? No, totally not gonna do that. I'll talk to you later. Yeah, just I'm gonna go this way. Bye. Oh, you're leaving. How the hell did you do that? I knew that you would leave the forest someday, Lonk, because you're different from me and my friends. But that's okay, because we'll be friends forever, won't we? I want you to have this ocarina. Please take good care of it. Lonk, I really wish you wouldn't just stare at every new object you get like that. It's not that scary, it's not that heavy. Why are you gritting your teeth? Lonk, please. This is just embarrassing for both of us. And I got the fairy ocarina, with memento from Saria. And I get the ocarina icon on the bottom of my screen. And crap, I gotta remember how to play this thing. When you play my Ocarina, I hope you'll think of me and come back to the forest to visit. Of course, childhood friend who somehow has teleportation powers. Seriously, how did she get there? Yeah, it's the same thing. Like that's a moment I won't forget. Followed by the next moment that I really should. It's another one I won't forget, but not for a positive reason. Holy crap! Why does it say "Welcome to chat room"? Did my chat just completely? Did my chat just completely like reset? Oh, that's weird. Twitch, what are you doing? Oh, hey, it's Longclaw. Eh, close enough. It appears that the time has come for you to start your adventure. You will encounter many hardships ahead. This is your fate. Don't feel discouraged even in the toughest times. If you go straight this way, you'll see Hyrule Castle. You'll meet a princess there. You are lost and don't know which way to go? Look at the map. The areas you have explored will be shown on the map. Tap the map icon on the lower screen to... Yeah. If you don't know where you're going to next, try heading to one of the locations marked with a flashing dot. Did you get all that? Yes, you're not going to trick me with that one. I think, isn't running backwards like faster? If I get there soon enough, I could just easily do stuff. I think I'm late. Son of a bitch. I better keep that gate open. That's my third Skulltula token. Dang it. There we go. I wonder. There's something that I do want to check and see if it's there, but not yet. Also, it's crazy to see this not as a 2D image, like the whole background. Oh, you're a fairy boy from the forest. My name's Malin. My dad owns Longland Ranch. He went to the castle to deliver milk, but he hasn't come back yet. But yeah, it's so much better to see it like not as a 2D, as a flat 2D image. Instead, it's like all actual polygons. Don't have to wait like a whole day or something. Damn it! Hey, Lonk, this way. The princess is inside the castle just ahead. Be careful not to get caught by the guards. On this ground, time flows normally. But stand still when you're in Lon Lon Ranch or in a town. If you want time to pass normally, you'll need to leave town. Well, which way are you gonna go now? You want to hear what I just said again? No, go away. You're a smart kid. Good luck, then. Has anyone ever told you you're annoying? Are you going to the castle, fairy boy? Would you mind finding my dad? Must have fallen asleep somewhere around the castle. What a thing for an adult to do. Oh yeah, if you look for him, I'll give this to you. I've been incubating this egg very carefully. It's gonna grow. Yeah, I got the weird egg. Oh shit, it's a spider. I think this puts me at what, 5? Yeah, I have 5. Sweet. And now I have to try and get my way to the castle. So I have a stealth section. I hate these, by the way. Stealth and me don't go together. Like, I'm paranoid in stealth sections because is my chat messing up? Hang on, that is the second time my chat has reset, so what I'm going to do is bring it up on my phone. I think it's starting to mess with me. So I'll have it on my phone in case. Because that's the second time it's reset my chat. Or it's reloaded the chat. Oh, I love the Lawn One Ranch theme, or Epona's theme. I'm so glad that sound doesn't trigger the guards or anything, because that would have been like, oh crap, really? Yeah, my chat... Well, it might be messed up on my end, so I have it playing on my phone. What tarnation? Can't a person get a little shut-eye around here? Hello, who might you be? Yep, I'm Talon, the owner of the Lon Ranch. I went to the castle to deliver some milk, but I sat down to rest, and I guess I fell asleep. What? Malin's been looking for me? I'm gonna catch her from her now. I messed up bad, leaving Malin behind to wait for me. She's really gonna let me have it. Ah. Oh, it's being weird on your phone too? Okay. That's my boy Mario secretly. My boy. Now, I think if I actually bonk this... Please don't put me within speed. Never mind. Link, my boy. I wonder what's for dinner. Boy, I'm so hungry, I could eat an Octorok. God, I need to play that game one day. I've never played the CDI games before. Maybe we can do that on stream one day. Who knows? Or I'll just play them on my own and be like, yeah, this is terrible. I'm so glad I didn't stream it. That would be amazing. I need to figure out how to play it. Like, if I'm able to, I just need to figure out how to do that. Oh, I hate this. I hate stealth sections. I'm not a fan of stealth sections in games. That's why, like, Metal Gear games don't really appeal to me. It's like, I'd rather just enjoy and not have to deal with trying to run around people. And yet, Ocarina of Time has 2 sections of that, and so does... What, Navi? How are we gonna find the princess in such a big castle? I'm gonna go right there. Gotta buy a CDI and hunt down a disc. Oh my god. Yeah, all channel tips and stuff like that, subscriptions, are gonna be used for the CDI budget. I'd rather put it to a PC. Don't like Zelda games, you at least watch the cutscenes from Metal Gear Solid 3. Well, I'm slowly getting myself into the Metal Gear games. Like I have Metal Gear 1, Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2 on PC since those were available. So I'm like, all right, I mean, now's as good a time as ever to try them. I don't think I'd like going into it, but it's one of my top 5 games of all time. I just... Hey, wait a minute. I just need to stand behind him. Didn't play Metal Gear Solid. I've never played it either. Like, I haven't even started my copy yet. Nobody saw a little kid rolling around. Nope, nope. Just pay attention to your own stuff. What do they have, like... Is there like a... I don't know if it's in this... That's a pipe. This is a Mario background. That looks like New Super Mario Brothers U. Or New Super Mario Brothers. Sorry for walking on your flowers. Emulator for CDI games, no need to pay for money for obvious garbage. Yeah. Ooh. Who are you? How did you get past the guards? Oh, what's that? Is that a fairy? Then are you from the forest? Then you wouldn't happen to have the spiritual stone of the forest, would you? The green and shining stone? Do you have it? Yeah. Just as I thought. I had a dream. In that dream, dark storm clouds were billowing over the land of Hyrule, but suddenly a ray of light shot out of the forest, parted the clouds, and lit up the ground. The light turned into a figure holding a green and shining stone followed by a fairy. I knew this was a prophecy that someone would come from the forest. Yes, I thought you might be the one. Oh, I'm sorry. I got carried away with my story and I didn't properly introduce myself. I am Zelda, Princess of Hyrule. What is your name? Lonk. From Pennsylvania? Strange, it somehow sounds familiar. Okay then, Lonk. I'm going to tell you the secret of the sacred realm that has been passed down by the royal family of Hyrule. Please keep this a secret from everyone. Oh, I gotta close the stream, everyone. I can't reveal the secret. CDI reseller. Sorry, but I can't give you credit. Come back when you get a little, richer. I hate those resellers. Three goddesses hid the power of the Triforce. Power to grant the wish of one who holds the Triforce. If someone with a righteous heart makes a wish, it will lead Hyrule to a golden age of prosperity. But if someone with an evil heart, evil mind has his wish granted, the world will be consumed by evil. That's what's been foretold. So the ancient sages built the Temple of Time to protect the Triforce from the evil ones. And protect the Hyrule too. Man, the graphics in this game are so good. I love the remake. That's right. The Temple of Time is the entrance through which you can enter the sacred realm from our world. The entrance is sealed with a stone wall called the Door of Time. And in order to open the door, it is said that you need to collect 3 spiritual stones. Another thing you'll need is a treasure that the royal family's been keeping along with this legend. The Ocarina of Time. With the Legend of Time, we get it. It's all surrounded with time. Yes, I understand. That's great. I forgot to tell you. I was spying through this window of time just now. The other element of time from my dream, the dark clouds of time, I believe they symbolize that man in there. He's not of time. Would you like to look? Everything with time with this one. Can you see the man with the evil eyes that are not of time? That is Ganondorf. He is the leader of the Gerudo. They hail from a desert far to the west. Though he swears allegiance to my father, I am sure he is not sincere. The dark clouds that covered Hyrule in my dream of time, they must symbolize that man. What happened? Did he see you? Don't worry. He doesn't have any idea what we're planning yet. He's gonna learn today. Yes. Told my father about this dream. Alright, fun guy. Thanks for coming by. Hope you have a good night. 3 a.m. Seriously, that's crazy, man. But thank you for coming by. Told my father about my dream. However, he didn't believe it was a prophecy of time. But I can sense that man's evil intentions. They are also not of time. What Ganondorf must be after is... what Ganondorf is after must be nothing less than the Triforce of the Sacred Realm. He must have come to Hyrule to obtain it. And he wants to conquer Hyrule. No, the entire world, including time. Lonk. Now we are the only ones who can protect Hyrule. Please. Yeah, sure, why not? Thank you. I'm afraid. I have a feeling that man is going to destroy Hyrule. He has such terrifying power. But it's unfortunate that you have to come. It's unfortunate that you have come. What? Okay. We must not let Ganondorf get the Triforce. I will protect Ocarina of Time with all of my power of time. He shall not have it. You go find the other 2 spiritual stones. I believe they are also of time. Let's get the Triforce before Ganondorf does, and then defeat him. One more thing. Take this letter. I'm sure it will be helpful to you. You received Zelda's letter. Wow, the letter has Princess Zelda's autograph. My attendant will guide you out of the castle. Don't be afraid to talk to her. I am Impa, the Sheikah. I am responsible for protecting Princess Zelda. Everything is exactly as the princess foretold. You are a courageous boy. You are heading out on a big new adventure, aren't you? My role in the princess' dream was to teach a melody to the one from the forest. An ancient melody passed down to by the royal family. I have played this song for Princess Zelda as a lullaby ever since she was a baby. There's mysterious power in these notes. Now listen carefully. Everyone freaked out about Waifu Impa, but this Impa could also still step on me. Learn Zelda's lullaby. Okay. If the castle soldiers find you, there will be trouble. Let me lead you out of the castle. Zelda franchise is kind of infamous on waifu material. Of course. Why would it be otherwise? You brave lad. We must protect this beautiful land of Hyrule. Take a good look at that mountain. That is Death Mountain, home of the Gorons. They hold the spiritual stone of fire. At the foot of Death Mountain, you will find my village, Kakariko. That is where I was born and raised. You should talk to some of the villagers there before you go up Death Mountain. The song I taught you has some mysterious power. Only royal family members are allowed to learn this song. Love me a strong woman who looks like she totally kicked my ass. Remember, it will help to prove your connection to the royal family. The princess is waiting for you to return to the castle and the stones. Alright, we're counting on you. Long's face cringe. Did I do a dog side quest at night? Not yet. I'm gonna do it this time. Like, I'm just gonna take my time playing the game. But I wanted to at least get through some of the important stuff first. Oh wait, I'll come back for it later. I always loved the Lon Lon Ranch. Like, it was, I love coming through this part of the game. Maximum you reach is Forest Temple. Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, Fire Temple. You know, it's funny. I was having a conversation about that, like how some people just don't like the Fire Temple very much. You know what? I'm going to do this. Since it's, like, near instant, I'm going to bring the top screen here just so I can just not look like I'm looking at my, or just so I can read the chat a little easier. Actually, near instant, so. So I have, like, the viewer for my capture right here, so I can just look at it, and if I need to look down, I'll just switch for switching items. It's not that, I just lost interest in continuing playing that game. Oh, okay. It's weird, because, like, I had a conversation with someone that's like, that Fire Temple is just, it's not really that great. Or it's kind of annoying. It's like, kind of get... I actually do understand that. Like, I'm not a huge fan of the Fire Temple. Yeah, I'm gonna do the chicken mini game. There's a few things I know I can do. I think the going for the dog, I'm gonna do that after I get the fire. After I do the Goron or the Dodongo's Cavern. Like after I do that, I'll go and do the thing for the dog at night. Just because it's kind of on my way there, and I'll have the sun song in case I need to like change it to nighttime. So I actually came here to get Epona's song. Just so that way I have it for later. It's the fairy boy again. I heard you found my dad. How'd you like the castle? Did you see the princess? Dad came in a hurry after you found him. Oh yeah, I have to introduce my friend. She is this horse. Her name's Epona. Isn't she cute? Okay. Seems like Epona's afraid of you, fairy boy. My mother composed this song. Isn't it nice? Let's sing together. Oh, cute ocarina. Are you gonna play the song with that ocarina? People said it's Ocarina Time, that Ocarina Time is popular with characters. I mean, there's Saria, Darunia, Rudo, Impa, Malon, and many other characters. What's funny about that is Saria, Darunia, Rudo, the names of the sages are actually town names for Zelda 2. Like, all of the towns that are in Zelda 2, the sages are named after them. Oh, Epona, she's grown fond of you. I just played the song once. Is that all it takes? I mean, that makes things easy on me, but sure. Sure, okay. Huh? What? Well, I'll be, if it ain't the forest kid from the other day. By the way, thanks a lot for waking me up. Took some doing, but I finally got Malon back in a good mood. What are you up to today? Got some free time on your hands? You say? Well, how about a little game? These three cuccos are here. I have our super cuccos. I'm gonna throw these cuccos into the gaggle of normal cuccos. Okay, please stop saying cuccos, okay? If you can pick up these 3 special birds from among the normal cuccos, oh jeez, within the time limit, I'll give you something good. Can't find them? I win. It'll be 10 rupees. Wanna play? You have 30 seconds. Alright then. Here go the super cuckoos. Start looking. Like that first one's like right here. Got one of them. There's another one. Damn, that was easy. Golly, I'll be darned. It's plumb incredible. That's the last one. You found them all. Come on over here. Hey, you. You got the talent to be one of the world's best cowboys. How'd you like to marry Malin? I was just kidding. Just kidding. I think you're a little young for that, aren't you? Oh, I'm proud to present you a sample of our very own Lon Lon milk. You'll be energized the moment you drink it. After you drink it, you can bring back the bottle and buy a refill anytime. Oh, I dropped frames. Okay, that explains a lot. We'll recover 5 hearts per drink. There are 2 drinks per bottle. Okay. And he goes right back to sleep. Alright. I didn't play Majora's Mask, but the game has one moment where Link got a hug to the chest by adult Malin alike. Oh, Cremia. That's her name? Yeah. Wait. I just thought about something. Her name's Cremia, but the ranch is named Romani Ranch, but the little girl is named Romani. What's up with that? Huh. Okay. But yeah, Link got quite the reward. We'll just say that. Hey, Jack. Welcome. I think that's my 6th one. Also, this one I can get. Now, there's a trick that you can do in the N64 version, but I don't know if it'll work on this one. I don't think you can do it. It's like as adult Link, you had to be, or the older version of Link, you had to... Where did you have to go? I think it was like here or something. I think you had to be older for that one. But it's like you can climb on the ledge and then just go over. I hear another gold Skulltula. Yeah, Jack, how are you doing today? If you're still in the chat. How's it going? What does that put me at? Puts me at 8. So... not enough. And then she's not around. Alright, perfect. Been up since early AM, keeping my head above the snow. Alright then. Me? Doing alright. Just playing some Zelda. Talking about Zelda waifus. You know, something that is an interesting topic of discussion. We hit Oracle. We hit Oracle Seasons waifus, or are we saving S tier for last? I would just bringing up different characters, though. I mean, you know. We could talk about Oracle Seasons. Now, if I remember correctly, the character in or the one in Oracle of Seasons, that is Din, right? Because that's the one where like she wants you to dance with her at the beginning. That's the one I remember more. Din is the dancer. Then yeah, you know, S tier. The poem is dedicated to the memory of the dearly departed members of the royal family. The rising sun will eventually set. A newborn life will fade. From sun to moon, moon to sun. Give peace to the living dead. This is an interesting poem, huh? Something else is inscribed on the tombstone. It's the secret melody of the Composer brothers. She's in Minish Cap 2. That's another game I need to play. Minish Cap. There's always like they're expensive though. The only thing with it is that it's an expensive game. Got the bad ending once. I was so mad. There's different endings to it? Okay. I did not know that. Did I get a foolish choice yet? I have no idea what you're referring to. Oh. Hi, RZ. It took me a moment to realize what you were talking about. I'm playing the 3DS version. I'm not doing randomizers. Thought this was an N64. No, but I am planning on getting something so that way I can. I probably can't do this with him around. Kid, go away. No one likes you. I want my Hylian shield right here. Yeah, rando for the 3DS version would be nice. Would be nice to have. Actually, what if I just do this? That works. I forgot what's behind that door. Or behind this sealed area. I know there's something there, but I need to get bombs for it. Restreaming it is definitely not allowed. I'm not taking the risk on that one. Good call. But the question is, are you going to do like YouTube or Twitch? Yeah, it's a shame because like it would allow for the most amount of people. You know, Twitch doesn't have guaranteed quality options. Okay, good call on that one. I can't remember how this works. I might as well check what's in here. Not the stream buffering too much on Twitch because of it. Ah, okay. Yeah, Twitch decides when it wants to give affiliates quality options, which I'm surprised that's not like something that's on like the entire website, because they've had so many years to get that figured out and still nothing. Yeah, at least YouTube has it. Yeah, their player is better. Like, I prefer YouTube's player, but I also prefer Twitch's features, so it's like kind of have to figure out which one I would really prefer for streaming. Let's see. I could have sworn there was like, maybe it's in the, maybe when I have to go into, I could have sworn there was like a yeah, it is a shitty restriction. Like, if there was no, if we didn't have to worry about like affiliate, then I would totally be restreaming whenever I do Sonic streams. Alright. There's your first cuck. Oh. There's your second one. Here's your third one. Oh, the fourth one's right here. The end. Wish YouTube was better for streaming. Just seems like they're shooting themselves in the foot by discouraging regular streams. Yeah, I just wish it was better site-wise. When did that change rule-wise? Dylan restreamed early on, but not anymore because of affiliate. When you become an affiliate, or when you like sign the agreement for affiliate, you cannot stream on other sites at the same time. So you can only do Twitch. But if you finish a stream on Twitch and then decide you want to stream on YouTube, you can go ahead and do that. For partners, they're signed exclusive to Twitch, so all the gaming content they do has to be on Twitch. It's just an agreement that's been around for a while. It's a shame, though, because, like, how else are we going to bring people? The other two. Okay, so one of them I think is over here. Had no idea that was a thing. Yeah. I mean, you stream on Twitch exclusively, so that's why. Why doesn't YouTube have a feature that lets you subscribe to someone, click whether or not you want a stream notification? It makes too much sense. Also, they wanted to put like the, do you want some notifications, do you want all notifications, or do you want none? And it's like, why would you have that as a feature on your bell icon? Let them customize it. Who knows, maybe it'll be a feature we get at some point, but for right now, we're not getting it. There's like one more, isn't it? Yeah, one more. And it's like closer to the top. That was one of the least understood yet most important metrics when subscribing these days. Yeah. That's why like Red Hot Sonic made a second channel just so that way he could stream. I mean, even though he streams on both, but it's so that way he can stream at other times. He can. But still, it's like, shouldn't have to make like a second channel just for exclusively for streams, so that YouTube can separate your stream, so that YouTube can separate your stream and video performance. That would be really nice. I would love for that, but yeah, they count it all as like as just video content. For helping me, I will give this to you. Isn't it sparkly and pretty? Take good care of it, and it is just. Gave me an empty bottle. You know what? Just an empty bottle. There. Hey, what are you doing? Now to round them. Now go round them up or pay for them. Bye. Let's go to list. Do I have? I have 8. I actually have to look down to see because I don't have my other viewers being blocked by the chat. Or the viewer for the bottom screen is blocked by the chat, so. The road is closed beyond this point. Can't you read the sign over there? Oh, I see. You're just a kid and you can't read yet? Yeah, well, read this, asshole. This is surely Princess Zelda's handwriting. Let's see. Okay, this is long. He's under my orders to save Hyrule. What kind of funny game is a princess come up with now? Okay, alright. You can go now. But be careful, Mr. Hero. By the way, Mr. Hero, if you're going to climb up Death Mountain, you should equip a proper shield. It's an active volcano after all. If you go back to the Hyrule Castle Town Market, you should check out the bazaar. They'll sell you the shield you need there. Tell them I sent you, and they should give you a special discount. If you think you're good to go already, don't worry about it. I'd like to ask a favor of you. No, I don't expect you to do it just because of the great tip I gave you. I'm just asking. Have you been to the Happy Mask shop that just opened in the Hyrule Town Market? Or Hyrule Castle Town Market? Everyone's talking about it. My little boy pesters me for a popular mask, but I don't have the time to go there. Could you go and get that mask for me? Next, yeah, sure. Do I have the bigger wallet? No, I don't. I only have 8 Skulltula tokens. So, I don't think I can even get it. As for the better shield, I already have it, so just got it like a few moments ago. Oh, I almost went backwards. So if you do the mask quest for that guy, wait until you get a bigger wallet. Yeah, it's probably a good idea. Damn, I keep doing that. Oh, what? Oh, yeah, that's right. We gotta go tell her we're gonna save Hyrule. I'll go do that in a bit. I was like literally on my way there, so. What is it in here? Nope, not there. Oh, I see what's going on. Yeah, on the browser side, like Twitch is just refreshing the chat, even though I don't really need it, but whatever. Yeah, I have an idea of where it is, so I'm gonna like get the fire thing so that way I can go light up the um the bomb flower. But I need light, so I need to come here. Hello there, Darunia. Be right back. I actually don't know where this is. Maybe it wasn't there. Actually, over there. Damn it. Oh, do I have to start over? Really? That's dumb. Made the wrong turn. Oh, that's right. It's these ones that have to light up. That's what it was. And then from there, I go around. Perfect. Oh, shit. Over here. Good to see you again, Lunk. Listen to this. After going through the Lost Woods, you will come upon the sacred forest meadow. That is a sacred place where few people have ever walked. Shh, what's that? I can hear a mysterious tune. You should listen for that tune, too. You want to hear what I just said again? No, go away. If you're courageous, then you'll make it through the forest just fine. Just follow your ears and listen to the sound coming from the forest. Perfect. How did that do damage? That took forever. Okay. I always keep thinking that's gonna work. Sometimes I do stuff in vain in this game. There we go. None of those notes are actually coming out of that. Been waiting for you, Lonk. This is the Sacred Forest Meadow. It's my secret place. I feel this place will be very important for both of us someday. That's what I feel. If you play the ocarina with me, I can teach you to talk to the spirits of the forest. Would you like to play it? Yeah, sure. Try to follow along with the melody I will play. Are you ready? Great. Please don't forget this song. Do you promise? When you want to hear my voice, play Saria's song. You can talk with me anytime. Learn Saria's song. And that seems to be about it. When you want to... Oh, okay. Alright, let's go make a Goron dance. What Legend of Zelda skill would you want to perfect during lockdown? I want to play the ocarina or throw a boomerang. Probably play an ocarina. I feel like that would be just something entertaining for me. Or something practical like being able to backflip with ease. That'd be great. Yeah, the backflip. Like, just I don't know, where you're just standing around and it's like, oh, yeah, how about that? Oh, it's you again. Did you learn the ocarina song from Saria? That melody seems to have mysterious powers. There may be some mysterious songs like this that you could learn in Hyrule. You hold the ocarina with where a melody is necessary, a musical staff will appear. I recommend you playing the song you know. I also suggest that you play even when a score is not displayed, just like this. You want to hear what I said again? No, go away. To visit the melodies, go to the ocarina subscreen, select the song, and you know what to do. Then they sped it up in Majora's Mask. That's the water. that's the but I do want to go a little bit further this way because I think not here. This one. No, it's also not here. Here? Yeah, it's right here. There we go. Cool. Yep, 3 bullseyes give you a neat present, and it is the larger quiver. Or I was thinking of bow and arrows. The Deku Seed bullet bag. I think there's also a thing I can do here with the Deku scrubs. Follow along with our song on your ocarina. We'll lead you into it. The bullseye minigame is a pain in the butt. It's a pain in the butt to get perfect on emulation. Yeah. It depends on the emulation. And what I get? That's all I got. Wait, how many times do I have to do this? Oops. I went RL instead of LR. Like terrible muscle memory or something. Do I get anything if I do these, like, more than once? Like, I feel like I get more and more out of this, but... Or am I just making stuff up or not sure about it? Almost forgot it for a moment. Oh shit, there's one more note. Really? That's it? Son of a bitch. That was not worth it. Actually, you know what? It might be. Who knows? But I'm gonna go back to where I was originally at. There we go. So what do you, Joker, what do you use for emulation on it? Like, what controller do you use, or what emulator do you use? That's why, Project 64, okay. Yeah, I've been told by Retropolism that it's not great for, N64 emulation. Like, using RetroArch with, Parallel seems to be working. I've used it, I think, twice. It's fine. Like, it gets the job done, and it's a little bit more accurate. When clubs open back up, I'm ripping Goron dance moves. What a hot beat. What? Why am I the only one dancing? Hey, what a nice tune. Just like that, my depression is all gone. Something just came over me. I suddenly wanted to dance like crazy. I am Darunia. I'm the big boss of the Gorons. Was there something you wanted to ask me about? What? You want the Spiritual Stone of Fire too? The Spiritual Stone of Fire, also known as the Goron's Ruby, is our race's hidden treasure. But hold on, I'm not going to give it to you that easily. If you want it so bad, why don't you destroy the monsters inside of Dodongo's cavern and prove that you're a real man? That way, everybody will be happy again. If you do it, I'll give you anything you want, even the Spiritual Stone. I have something for you. I'm not really giving you this in return for anything, but take it anyways. If you wear this, even a little fella like you can pick up a bomb flower with the A button. Love how he just starts flailing all around. Those some real dance moves. I don't know what you're calling that. That's not flailing around. Okay. That's right. I don't need those anymore. Let's go this way. Shit. Got him. Why'd you stop me? Don't stop me here. You can't stop my wild rolling. The rolling is the only way to relieve my stress. Now stand in awe of my wild rolling. Where are you then? Ow. Alright, I'm actually going to go into Dodongo's cavern. I think I'll do that, and then we can kind of call it a stream. And then we can pick up on Thursday. More stupid work. That's a shame. Well, thanks for coming by, Joker. Good luck with work. There it is. Like the 3 pieces, another piece, and your energy will go up. Energy. Like the Dodonko's Cavern. I don't think this one takes too long. Just because there's lava pits around here, so watch your step. Thanks, Navi. I think that's a Sheikah stone, so. Oh no, it's a chest. Probably like the compass or the map. It's probably one of those. I don't know what I was doing. Wait, what? Am I on the wrong side? Yeah, I'm on the wrong side. Oh, shit. Okay, then. Yeah, I started on the wrong side. I've actually never done that before, so it's weird. It's like I shouldn't be here. Nope. Okay. How many hearts do I have? Okay. I still have like more than 3, so I'm in a good spot. Just realized I should actually just keep the Hylian shield on me. I think that if that explode, there we go. That's what I was trying to do. That's so weird. You can move the camera when it's in this. Just because you're still L targeting. I think this version of L targeting would actually give someone motion sickness. Alright. Be able to do this boss. As long as I got, you know what? Nah, I'll be fine. I think I'm gonna try to jump slash into someone. I think that might work for me. There we go. And then for that one over there, I'm going to do the same thing. Which room did I come? I came out of that room, so I'm gonna go to this one. I'm trying to remember exactly where I came from, so I don't end up going backwards or the wrong way. And it's also backwards, but still. It should work. Nope. A little shy. Nope. No Deku sticks from that one. Like, I still have 6, so I'm in a good spot. Oh, it's just a jump slash I have to do. That's it? It's perfect. That one had double the health. That was unusual. And this should open up the door that I was originally trying to go through, but forgot that, well, I don't start on this side, I start on the other side. I think this has another... Oh, okay. I thought it did. Guess not. Perfect. Yeah, I think there's a Skulltula in here. This I think there should be. Not that I'm wrong about it, but it's either that or a Deku, like the Deku Scrub shop thing. Oh. Can't be the bomb bag, right? Or maybe it is. No, it's a compass. Since I've never seen this side, maybe. Trying to see if I can hear for it, but I guess not. Face that way, face this way, and... I mean, that probably took longer than it probably would have taken me if I just went the normal way. This should put me at... Oh, I'm at 10. Sweet. So I can go to the village and I think I can get my first reward now. That feeling when you didn't even have to go there. Or I didn't even have to fight that thing. I never liked this one. It's basically that, you know, just use it to see what's around me. If I remember correctly, there's a way that I can get it, like, on the ledge of it. Oh, perfect. Well, that's not what I meant for it to have happen, but hey, I got it. Twitch didn't even give you a notification. Hey, Broken Soul, how you doing? Or Broke Soul, sorry. Yeah, I think you have to do that. You have to click like the bell that's on there. I'm thinking of the wrong room. Because they have like a bell icon that that's like would give you the notification for when I go live. It's weird like that. Everything's got to be a freaking bell. Yeah, how you doing? How's your Tuesday treating you, if it's Tuesday in your area? Just gotta wait for the last one to come at me. Are these Lizalfos? I think that's the name of them. Oh, that's... Okay, you know what? That's fine. This is the room I was thinking of. First one there. Shoot that one there. So much easier to aim with this. I love it. Got the bomb bag, so I have 20 bombs now, which is perfect. I'm curious. Perfect throw. Deku Seeds, 30 for 40. Deku Nuts, no DN. Check to see, I'm checking for Skulltulas, but none in here. Wait, doesn't mean I have to go through this room all over again? I think so. While I'm at it. Oh, that one was perfect. Okay. It lined up just right. So I guess I just go through here. No, I've already done this. I could just climb up this then, right? Oh, this might have not been a great idea. Yeah, no, this was not a good idea. I've got enough supplies so I can make it through just fine. This basically means I need to aim up here again. And then just do the same thing going the other way. Good thing I don't have to do that that mini boss again. Perfect. Oh, but that's just how I can go from one floor to another. I actually don't even need that anymore. Well, that didn't work. Game. Getting ridiculous. Probably a key or something. Oh no. Got rupees even though I don't need them. Yeah, I've got one heart. I can go through here and get more hearts through here. There we go. Well, I eventually got that one. Okay. Got the gold Skulltula. And I guess just throwing one bomb at it destroyed it. How many do I have left? I have 6. I don't want to waste them all. That's totally not annoying. And I gotta hit the other one. We can go and fight the boss. The giant Dodongo. Actually, it's kind of interesting, isn't it, that the Dodongos like eat the rocks that are, or not Dodongos, the Gorons eat the rocks that are here. Like how weird is their diet? Yeah, I actually do need that. Actually, well, never mind. Guess I didn't need it. There we go. A lot of pushing of blocks, just like realize how many times you have to push a block in dungeons. Like this one you do it a lot. The first one not so much. I don't think you do it at all in Jabu Jabu. Alright, let's go fight this thing. And then this one will be easy, because I could just use the Deku sticks. Just like going up in against Goma. I got my buttons mixed up. One more. And that'll be it. Stick OP. True. I mean, that's why it breaks so easily. I like how They have Link just move out of the way. Or Lonk, actually. Maximum energy is increased by 1 heart. Your life energy will be totally filled. I think while I'm here, I'm going to also go for the Great Fairy. Since it's just on my way. Or since, like, it's really the last thing I can do. That's just makes sense to do it now. It's me, Darunia. Well done. Thanks to you, we can once again eat the delicious rocks from Dodongo's cavern until our stomachs burst. What a wild adventure it will make an incredible story. I can't believe that Dodongos suddenly appeared in such great numbers. That big rock block in the cave. All this trouble must have been caused by the Gerudo thief, Ganondorf. He said, give me the spiritual stone, only then will I open the cave for you. On the other hand, you risked your life for us. Kid, I like you. How about you and I become sworn brothers? No, there's no big ceremony involved, just take this as a token of our friendship. So I'm guessing the things I can do is go to the Great Fairy, take Bora Gobora all the way to Kakariko Village, and then go to the Skulltula house. Obtain the Goron's Ruby. This is the spiritual stone of fire passed down by the Gorons. You don't know what it means by sworn brothers, but you've collected 2 spiritual stones. You have 1 more to find. Brother, you keep brushing up on your skills as you travel, won't you? You should go see the Great Fairy on top of Death Mountain. She'll power you up. Hey everybody, let's see off our brother. You did great. That was about a big Goron hug, brother. Like, oh god, no. Okay, a few things before I actually go there. I actually don't need the Deku Sticks for now. So that's 1. I think the other one that I can go across, or that I can come across, will have something else that well, for right now I won't need. Because I think it's going to have money in it. But I'm already filled up, so I'll open it just in case. But I think it's like rupees. I think this is just like a thing of rupees. Oh shit, that actually would have been great if I got it later. Oh well. I thought it was like 10 or 20 rupees or something stupid, but never mind. It's like 50, but I'm maxed out right now. Yep, F's indeed. Chat's in the F. There's a 20. Someone put a 20 under a rock. Right, the cow is for, I think I just need to play, like, was the Lon Lon Ranch theme, or Epona's theme? If not, then Zelda's Lullaby. I had no idea that if you activated them, like if you got one of them to notice you, that you can just stop in your tracks and it'll just stop paying attention. I actually never knew that. I saw that watching Retropolis' own stream. I forgot when it was though. I think it was like last week when I was watching his stream. I saw that and was like, I've never seen it before. Where it's not a trick I've seen before. Saw how that one's delayed before it actually blew up, or before the door, what do you call it? The wall went down. Welcome, Lunk. I am the Great Fairy of Power. I'm going to grant you a sword technique. Receive it now. Link got a giant woman. I mean, spin attack. That's what he got, right? When you charge your spin attack, the magic meter will be consumed. Pay attention to your green magic meter. You're a messenger of the royal family, aren't you? You should visit my friends who live across the land. They'll surely grant you other powers. Head to the path leading to Hyrule Castle. One of my friends awaits you there, at a dead end in the road. When battles made you weary, please come back and see me. And I believe that one is actually Din's Fire, which I am gonna need it. And it's looks like you've grown up a little from the Great Fairy's power, but you still really don't look like the hero who will save Hyrule. At least not yet. All right, let's go. This is actually funnier to see in on the original because it's like flat images. But here on the with the 3DS, it looks fine. But on the original, it looks hilarious. Okay, now I need to figure out how I fall from here. And that's the last one. So I believe I have 7 hearts? No, I have 6. Okay. And then I can go in here and see what I can get from a Skulltula. I'm hoping to get the bigger wallet, but I don't remember exactly what I get here. Chris has been broken. Here's a reward for you. Thank goodness. Adult wallet. I can carry up to 200 rupees. And then I think that'll just about do it. So we actually did get a hell of a lot done here. Like, we have 2 of the spiritual stones. I have 11 Skulltulas. Got a magic jar, so that's cool. What else have I done? Oh yeah, I want to see what that room that has the bombs in it. I want to see what that's for. Though I am gonna have to change it tonight so the kid doesn't start being like, I'm gonna tell Dampian. It's like, shut up, kid. So I do need to change this tonight. Oh, wait, no, that thing might have already been pushed back, so... This was useless. Or pointless. Either one. But I'll go here in case I need to push it back again. Yeah, I do. Never mind. I was right about that, so... In here, but there's something behind it. A fairy fountain? Oh, it is. Interesting. There's another room that had one of these, I think. Actually, no, it didn't. Okay. It's good to know I got the... Oh, wait a minute. Wasn't this another one? No, it wasn't. Alright, I'm out of here then. Alright then. I think that'll do it for today. That was actually pretty cool. I'm glad I can, you know, sit down and get back and play more Ocarina of Time. So, for those who don't know, I'm actually going to be guest commentating on a race that's going to be happening on Saturday. So, instead of Sonic Saturday, I'm going to be going to do that instead. And I don't have the start time with me, but I'll have it on Thursday, so I'll be sure to post it on the Discord server, on Twitter. You know, I want to try and promote that race a little bit, so I'm also going to post it on YouTube when I have a day that I'm not uploading. Aside from that, I know this is a bit of a shorter stream. I did spend a lot of time at the beginning talking about, like, the plans for the future, so instead of this being Super Frank Plays, it's going to go back to being, like, Nux Channel 3 and K. So basically, like, you know, Knuckles channel on Twitch. So, like how it was a year ago, I think. Anyways, thank you, Vi. Thursday, we're going to come back to Ocarina of Time 3D for the first half of the stream, and then the second half, we're going to return to Trials of Mana 3D. I was going to return to it, but because I have the Rabbite here, but I kind of just decided to hang out on a stream, and it took too long to get started. So, aside from that, there's going to be a video coming up tomorrow. It's going to be about some of the more recent Sonic news. I might not have actually touched on every bit of it, but there's a few things that I did want to talk about from that point. And there's going to be a full video coming out this weekend at some point. I need to get it to channel members first and Twitch subs, and then it'll come out either on Saturday or Sunday. So, with that said, I'll see you all for the next stream. Thank you all so much for coming by. If you haven't, you know, follow me on social media. That's actually a pretty good place to find me. And then, hope you all have a wonderful and safe day. And again, I'll see you next time. Take care. By the way, I love this title screen, title music. It's so good. So yeah, see ya.